Welcome, this is Ernest Makulilo, the founder and the CEO of the EBM Scholars. And today I'll be talking to you about Green Card Lottery Application 2019, or people call it the Diversity Visa Lottery, DV Visa Lottery or Diversity Visa Lottery, whatever it is called, but it is the Green Card Lottery Application. There are so many ways of getting green card, and one among these ways is getting green card through Green Card Lottery. First of all, what is green card? Let's start with that, because I've been receiving so many questions. People don't understand, how do I benefit by having this green card? In very simplest way, green card is the card which gives you the access of live and work in America. It is the residency permit, I can say that way, but it is a permanent residence card which allows you to work and live in America without any much restrictions. Because if you come with what we call non-immigrant visa, like a student visa, visiting visa, or H1 visa, you will be having some restriction of how many hours you have to work, who you have to work, what kind of employment you need to have, who is supposed to be your employer, and what if you lose that kind of job, what happens. So those are some restrictions you might be having once you are just having what we call non-immigrant visa. But once you have green card, you'll be having opportunity to work in so many kind of jobs without that kind of restriction, without getting any other prior authorization of job from immigration or Department of State, whatever it is. But it is one of the best deal you can ever get, and it is a smooth way towards becoming a U.S. citizen. If you want to become a U.S. citizen, no matter what procedure you are taking, the first step, you must become a permanent resident of America for at least 5 years. Then you will become American citizen. The only exception is if you get green card through marriage, you need to be married for 3 years to become American citizen. So this is the diversity visa lottery application. I just put here my quick contact information. If you need my WhatsApp number, it is that one. Please don't call, just send a message, and if you have any other question, you can ask there, or you can go through my channel, subscribe please, and then you can learn it from there. So when does this application start, or when did it start? That's the first question you have to ask yourself. And when is the deadline, and when do we get the results, and what happens if you win? So these are the information. The application has already started. It was opened on the first Tuesday of this month of October, and the first Tuesday of the month of October, it is October 3rd, and the deadline, it is the first Tuesday of the month of November, which will be November 7th, 2017. So you have almost like around 30 days to apply, and then the results will be coming out by the 1st of May 2018. That means if you get the results by 2018 on May, the procedure to start applying and coming to America starts in September, October 2018 until September 2019. So you must be in the US not later than September 30th of 2019. That's what we call the DV Lottery of 2019. One of the most important things you have to know about the Green Card Lottery application, it is 100% free of charge during the application process. This is very, very important because many people are getting scammed on the internet. There are so many websites, there are so many links you will find there, so many organizations, they pretend that this is the way of getting lottery, but all those are fake. The only one way of applying Green Card Lottery is free of charge, and it is conducted by the Department of State, the US government. And how do you know that that is the proper one you have been applying? Because many people are applying the wrong one. So I give you one simple test to do. This test is just go to the Google search and write the word Green Card Lottery. When you do that, there will come 100 of searches results. They will find a lot of results. In all those results, you will find one or two. They have different website name, whatever, but the domain name must have the word .gov or .gov, whatever you call it, but it's .government at the end. The only domain for the US website the government can have is at the end you will have .government. If it doesn't have the word .government, that means you are applying the wrong one. So this is the official website for applying for the green card lottery. It is www.dvlottery.state.gov. www.dvlottery.state.gov. That is the official website. And the DV stands for diversity visa, and the state, that means it refers to the Department of State, and gov or gov, whatever it is referring to the government, and that is the official domain for the US government website. So that is the only way you can apply. But many times people, when they are going to apply, they find a lot of scams. These are some of the scams you might find. They will send you like something like this. All these are some of the scams. You'll be scammed a lot of time. In the end, they'll tell you, oh, it is free, but you have to pay this one. The only amount of the money you'll be paying is if you get selected. And how do you know that you'll get selected? You will never receive the email that you have got selected to win, or you are becoming the winner of Green Card Lottery. On May 1st, you will go to the website, the same website, and you put the confirmation number. The confirmation number, you will get it after applying. You use the confirmation number, you got it, and then if you won, that means you will have the opportunity to follow the procedure. The procedure, the only amount of money you will pay, it will be the money for the medical checkup, plus the money you will pay at the US Embassy to get the visa to come to America. You don't pay Western Union, you don't pay using credit card to any other person. It's only you pay to the US Embassy in your respective country. And if you're already in America, there is another way you call adjustment of status, a process. So, what are the qualifications to apply and to get the Green Card Lottery? It's very simple. This is the simplest it can get. 1, in order to apply and get it, you must have at least high school education. If you don't have a school education, you need to have at least 2 years of work experience in your life. I'm sure majority of people have 2 years of a little bit of professional work experience. So if you have that one, that means you qualify. Secondly, obviously you need to be at least adult, 18 years old to apply. You cannot apply if you are a minor, 17 years old to participate in any kind of lottery. You cannot do that. And the most important part is you need to be coming from a country which is eligible. There are countries that are not eligible. These countries which are not eligible is because they have already got more than 50,000 people from all those years have been applying for Green Card Lottery. And in Africa, only one country is not eligible. It is Nigeria, which has been added now. The rest of the countries, including Canada, China, Bangladesh, Brazil, Colombia, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Haiti, India, Jamaica, Mexico, Pakistan, Peru, Philippines, South Korea, and United Kingdom, but exception of Northern Ireland as well as Vietnam. Those are countries which are not eligible. But the most important part of all, you need to have the photo according to the requirements. For those who have ever applied for the US visa before, they know for sure if you want to apply for the US visa, the background must be white. That is the most important part. If it is not white, that means it's not. People, like I can give example, people in some African countries like Tanzania, for instance, they have used it to passport size photo to have blue background. But remember, once you apply for this visa, the background must be white. So it used to be you can wear the glass previous years, but now for this new instruction, you are not supposed to wear glass if you have problem with your eyes. And it has to be a passport photo. So it's supposed to be like somewhere here, up to here, it needs to give a space, and the background must be white. And again, the photo size, the file must be not exceeding 240 kilobytes, but it has to be saved in the JPEG format. And the pixels must be 600 times 600 pixels. So these are some of the what I was saying, but I was saying so fast, but you can see from here what I mean. So no wearing glasses, and the file size must be not exceeding 240 kilobytes. It's supposed to be 600 times 600 pixels, and it's supposed to be in the JPEG format. So those are the requirements for the photo. I'm repeating and I'm emphasizing more about the photo requirement, because if you don't have the proper requirements or follow instruction, you are going to lose. So these are some of the instruction, like how the sample is supposed to look like. And then these are some of the pictures which are in the proper format. I'm going to show you some of the incorrect photos which people are not supposed to use them or to apply using this kind of photos. This one used to be correct, but now it's not correct because someone is wearing glasses. The new instruction, you're not supposed to wear glasses. This one is correct, but the only problem with this one, there is a shadow behind this person, so it makes it incorrect. This one, this person is not about having the build or whatever it is. It's just the person used like the pen and do some Photoshop over there. And this one, someone is looking aside. This one, it's not a front look. It's not a portrait photo. And this one, someone is not. It is just like fuzzy. It's not a proper way of looking. So those are some of the photo requirements I gave you. But how do you edit the photo? People have a problem of editing this kind of photos. I'm going to give you one important resource which will help you so much to have the photo, to be able to resize the photo, to have 240 kilobytes, to have 600 times 600 pixels. So if you go to this particular website, it is a very important resource. It is called egreencardphoto.com. This is the website. If you go to that website, then you will upload the picture like this way, and then you will see two marks which are green. One you will put here on your forehead and another one here, and then you just click save. It downloads, and that the photo will be already into the proper format of green card. So go to the egreencardphoto.com, then you will be able to edit your photo. So this is one of the most important piece of the information which will help you so much into editing your photo, because if you don't edit the photo properly, it will not be accepting to be uploaded. But what is for the people who are married? How do you apply? Remember, the entire application doesn't take more than 5 minutes. But if you are married, you will apply yourself as independent person, and then when you say marital status, you are married, you will put the name of your spouse. And then if you put the name of the spouse, gender, and then you have to upload the date of birth of that person and the picture of that person. Then if you have kids, you'll put their names, each person, each one name, gender, date of birth, and the photo. Like that. And then you'll upload. Again, your spouse will apply as a separate. So if you win, that means the entire family wins. If your spouse wins, the entire family wins. So that's how it works. It is easy like that. So the only exception someone can apply like 2 times is once you are married. That means each person applies as a separate. So this is what I was trying to explain. Can you apply as each person separately if you are married? Yes, that's the only way you can apply. But remember, once you say you are married, you have kids, and the kids here is any person under the age of 21. Under the age of 21, unmarried. If you are 18 and you are married, you cannot put someone as your child here in order to apply and get. So those are some of the important information you need to have. Then once you apply, you'll get the confirmation number. That confirmation number shows that you applied, but that number, I usually tell people, take that number and send it to your own email so that you can have that number on May 1st, 2018 in order to use that number to know your status. Back in the day, 3-4 years ago and before that, it used to be if you lose the number, you lost all the opportunities. But nowadays, there is a way like how you forgot your password. Now you can use it to remember. So this is like, but no matter what, just save the confirmation number. And never try, never try to apply more than once. Because if you apply 2 times, you are disqualified, you are out. Many people, they try to use these kind of tricks. For instance, my name is Ernest Makulilo. I put my name Ernest Makulilo is one application, and then I change the photo, I change the information, I put Ernest Makulilo Boniface as the second person, and I put Boniface Ernest Makulilo as the third person. The system knows much better, so please don't try this. If you do that, you will be only disqualified. The only exception, as I said there, is if you are married. That means you have the opportunity to use you as the principal applicant, and your spouse can apply another as a simple, another applicant too. So this is what I was trying to say, and emphasize more. There is no fee. It is 0. The process is 5 minutes maximum or 3 minutes. You need to have a photo. You need to be high school. There is no any other thing. Don't pay anybody. If you pay anybody, you are scammed. The only way you'll pay is if you win, and you'll pay that through US Embassy in your respective country. That is the only way. But some people have been asking me a question. I live in America. Am I eligible to apply? Eligibility of someone to apply is not where you live. Eligibility of the person to apply is the country of nationality. For instance, let's say I live in America and I'm Tanzanian, or I'm Kenyan, or I'm Ugandan. So the country of eligibility is Kenya. The country of eligibility is Ghana. Whatever country it is Somalia, whatever country it is, that is the country of eligibility. And then I'll put the current address. So it doesn't matter where you live, as long as the country of eligibility, you are eligible, you are from that particular country. So that is what I was trying to explain to you, and making sure that you'll be able to get that kind of information. So what other thing you need to know about the green card lottery? It is a lottery. That means there are more than 4 to 6 million people are applying for this kind of lottery. There is no trick about, oh, this will be the best way on how you can find the way on how to win. There is no any way of tricking the system to win. What I advise you is to apply as early as possible. Don't wait until the last day of application, because many people, they like to apply, oh, 7th is the deadline, I'm going to apply on 4th, 5th, 6th. The last days. No, don't try that, because almost everybody is doing the same thing, and the internet usually is jammed. It becomes so slow. Sometimes you cannot open that website on the last days. It happens to so many people. So the best way, the easiest way, and the surest guarantee of winning, apply as soon as possible. And if you don't get it, apply next year. If you don't get it, apply the year after. Apply each year. It is free, 100%. You have nothing to lose. That is my advice to you, because there are some people I know, they applied once, they got it. There are some people I know, they applied 2 times, the second time they got it. There are people I know, they have applied 4 times, they didn't get it, the 5th time they got it. Some people, they applied 6, 7 years, 10 years, the 11th year they got it. So the only way to apply, to get it, is to apply. If you don't apply, you don't get it. And if you didn't get it, apply for the second time. That's why the best players, Michael Jordan, if you go to Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, anybody who can go the best, they kick the ball into the net. If they didn't get it, they kick it another time. That is the only way. That's why even the kid who is 1 month old, whatever it is, like these kids, like 6 months, 1 year old, they are trying to sit, they are trying to sit down, they are trying to walk, they are trying to do anything. They will be falling down. But in the end, they wake up, they try again, until they walk onto their 2 feet, and then they start walking and running in another way. So what is my final thought is, this kind of information is very powerful. It's the most important thing you can have. When we say information is power, if information is power, that means it is one of the most precious gifts you can share with your friend, your loved one, your family, anyone, in WhatsApp. Share into your Facebook, whatever, into your email. Share to other people to get this kind of information. That's all I can say. And in the end, I make sure that on behalf